Greetings and welcome, minions, to another episode of Let's Play Dungeons 2: A Game of Winter. Right.
Payday.
Sure. Guess the dead need money too. Anyway. As I was explaining before, sometimes it's more useful to you to dismiss creatures as the undead because of, well, the unique perks that undead have. Because normally with the other races, whenever a creature dies and you don't have either a infirmary or an admiration chamber, well, you can just simply resurrect and that will happen automatically. However, for the dead, this is not so simply the case, as you need a cemetery in order to resurrect the undead. However, if you don't have a cemetery, the undead simply will not disappear automatically, as the other races will do.
But some spiders had captured the exit to the surface for their own purposes. These would first have to be persuaded to get out of the way. Kill the living. That's what I meant. Very good.
So let's get on with that. Now, in the expansion they introduce spawners, which can be quite annoying. And so we have lost someone, that's fine. I also get the feeling that some of these spiders are a little bit tougher than they were in the main game. I definitely need a cemetery then. Right. It's a laboratory, so don't have a cemetery yet then. So let's get that constructed. Right, so they now destroy the spawner, which will...
Our spider lay dead on the ground.
Do that.
While their legs would definitely have made a delicious soup, undead simply have no need of food. Therefore, their remains were left lying where they fell, unused. With the conquest of the spider's territory, the mindless army was able to claim the exit to the upper world for its own, and use it from then on.
As you can see, I can drop these unconscious undead into the final resting place area. It does not resurrect them, as it would when you would do that with any of the other races. In any case, let's also get a rusty grate so we can actually get some doors and maybe make the rooms a little bit more efficient. Because we should now have more than enough gold to finish this room. That's a little bit too big. Alright, let's make the room a little bit more efficient as well. Alright, do I have the cemetery yet? Not yet. Cemetery completed. Let's get that building so I can get my creatures back.
Once the first of its creatures bit the dust, the inept evil hastily erected a graveyard. There they would hopefully soon rise again to resume their duties.
Yes, they certainly would. In any case, so if you're stuck with loads of dead undeads, the only way to really get new ones is to throw them away and buy new ones, which is very ideal, but you know, it's part of the game's mechanics and you learn to handle that. Alright, can I get any more spells? It's more population. The blight will not do me much good anyways. And for now we are quite safe. Alright, let's get some graveyards going. Now, I'm not kidding when I say that the undead really have no means of healing beyond just lying in this place. With a notable exception, of course, being the blood drinkers, which for obvious reasons can heal themselves by draining blood, but you generally don't want to rely on that too much, because for one thing, well, they're quite squishy in the bloodsucker phase. In the gremlin phase, they are a little bit too cute, and in the Nosferatu phase, they are deadly to the enemy. In any case, let's get enough things. They are, however, the blood drinkers are, however, responsible for getting your undead back up their feet a little bit quicker. At least that's what the description says. Not entirely sure how accurate this is, but they do tend to hang around the cemeteries a lot. Alright. Now let's fill in all the spaces over here and start putting in some doors. Alright, come on. Resurrect a little bit faster. Let's get the doors in. Okay, you stand here. Maybe that helps. Not sure you can boost the cemetery, but let's try. No, doesn't seem to be doing anything. And there comes the first one. And he's angry. Well, get your money then. The only real benefit from having your minions resurrect, really, is that they come back at full health. Which is great, because if they didn't, I'd be really screwed. However, we later do get a spell that makes this a little bit less inconvenient, fortunately. Alright, let's focus on making everything efficient. By putting in grates.
The Frightener Manitombs has researched a particularly insidious spell for the wicked evil. The Blight. This spell allowed it to surround all its undead creatures with a poisonous aura that damaged enemies in close combat. How utterly abominable!
Alright, let's get some more servants of Forgotten. Because they're not being very fast when installing doors. It's taking forever. Right, what else can I research? Can improve the mana tomb capacity. And essentially get the guard room. Not really necessary right now. I suppose I should also shell out for some traps, but I kinda want to get the upgrades first. So I can make them dig more efficiently. Because this is too slow. I also want to fill in the rest of the tombs so that I can be assured that I have more than enough. Alright, let's make this a little bit more efficient. There. So right now this takes forever for them to move all the gold. And we need to capture the gold mine. That's a lot of dudes. I'm gonna need some serious people. Which is gonna be a slight problem, of course, because I only have access to the basic stuff, so I do want the upgrades to ensure that I have everything I need. Alright, let's make them more efficient at digging. Alright, so in that case, I kinda want to research everything for the skeletons and for the zombies to start with, because those will be my most important things. And possibly get my bloodsuckers up. Because I do want my bloodsuckers to train, so that they become more deadly and more efficient. Alright. Need more gold yet again, but we have all the spells we need at this level. So they can just start stockpiling the mana. Right, let's get some more research going. Let's see. Well, let's start with the zombies first. They're not dead yet after all. Which will allow zombies to get back up when they've been knocked down, I think. Which we'll definitely need. Alright, let's get more population points.
It's payday.
So it is. At least the undead are fairly low maintenance otherwise. I may want to put a final resting place over on this side, so make sure that my my ghosts don't have to walk all this far to get over here. And maybe put one over here as well. Just so I have enough. Alright, more research. Can't make them research faster. Yeah, let's research switch weapons. I mean, why not? Because you kind of want to have your skeletons doing mostly just ranged combat, but it's nice to know that you have options. I tend to never use them in melee combat because they are so squishy. But you know, it's nice to know that you can, if you want to. Now let's finish off this cemetery. It may not be big enough, but it should be big enough. It depends a little bit on how badly we'll lose the first fight. Because I don't expect us to do all that well with just basic undead versus this. I mean, we have wild warrior princesses over here. I mean, I may be able to handle lances and the simple farmers, but cannon tower with all this, we are definitely gonna lose some people. Which is fine. They will just die, end up back in the cemetery and come back up. Alright. That should be more than enough space for all the undead to take their place now. I have not been able to figure out an effective way of getting your minions to go where you want them to go for their pleasures. Because they build their, well, I suppose their resting place themselves. So I don't know if they prefer existing ones or just simply make one in whatever resting place is closest. It's a bit difficult to figure out. I mean, since this already existed, of course they're coming here first, but still. Alright, so we have that. We're still working on that one. And we have the population. Alright, one more zombie. And might as well get a few more bloodsuckers, they are cheap. Alright, can I boost them again? Nope. Now just to make them a little bit more durable, and then we should be almost ready. And I also kind of need the improved range for the skeletons. Note that it does say skeletons, not just my little bone warriors. So that's always... So that's handy. And I'm just gonna keep that locked off. And I may put a guard chamber in there once I get ready to research it, although admittedly there's no little point in that just yet. No, we're not yet there. Some traps would be nice. Let's get a Pandora's box. The Pandora's box is essentially similarly to the town portal or the explosive crate. Just something that your heroes will rush towards and open, doing great damage to themselves. Making my life a little bit easier, although since we're not being attacked right now, that's perfectly fine. Right, Durabiter. And I might as well make the skeletons more robust.
Payday!
Did I put a door in here? No, I did not. Come on, I wish you moved faster. Alright, improved range is finished. You know, I do wonder what they do with all the gold. They don't spend it on anything. They don't need it to purchase a place in the internal resting place. Neither do the demons need it to access the admiration chambers. And the horde doesn't need to pay for its beer, so I kinda wonder what the point is of giving them gold. You know, at least Dungeon Keeper had a reason for them to have gold. They could spend it at the casino in Dungeon Keeper 2. Admittedly, it's just a means of keeping your population in check so that you don't grow infinitely to a point, but there's ways around that. Alright. Just keep digging. But we'll have to continue this next time. Thank you for watching.